Hola, bienvenido o bienvenida a este video. ¿Sabes qué? Me caes bien. Gracias por estar aquí conmigo hoy. Welcome to today's lesson. Do not say me gustas to someone unless you actually like them romantically. Now, as you might know, we use the verb gustar to mean like in English, okay? Now, this can be used for things like I like baseball, I like basketball. However, when talking about people, do not say me gusta because it sounds like you like them in a romantic way. So if I were to say to you, me gustas, I'm saying I like you in a romantic way. When what I really mean to say is I like you as a friend. I think you're nice. I think you're cool. I like you. So do not say me gustas. We're going to take a look at what we would say instead in a little bit. Okay, so me gustas, I like you in a romantic way. Or me gusta el chocolate. All right, I like chocolate. Now, this is important to understand about the verb gustar. Okay, gusta is being conjugated based off of this noun, which is el chocolate. Okay, it's the third person singular. It's that el, ella, usted, right? So the chocolate in this case is doing the action of pleasing to me. Okay, that's why sometimes people will teach you that the verb gustar in Spanish means to please. Okay, so that's another way you can think about it. It can mean to like or to please, okay? That's why we conjugate it as gusta instead of gusto. So do not ever say me gusto because it sounds like you're saying I please myself in kind of a dirty way. But you just want to say I like, me gusta el chocolate, not me gusto el chocolate, because you are not pleasing yourself. The chocolate is pleasing to you, which might sound a little odd in English, but this is the idea, okay? The chocolate is doing the pleasing to you, aka I like chocolate, okay? Finally, me gustan los perros. I like dogs. And notice how los perros is plural, so therefore we make it gustan, plural, instead of gusta, right? Me gustan los perros. Okay, so instead of saying me gustas, use the phrase caerse bien or caerse mal. For example, me cae bien Juan. I like Juan. Okay, not in a romantic way. I'm saying I like him. He's cool. Oye amigo, me caes bien. I like you. You're cool, man. Like I like you. Me cae bien Juan. Okay, so this literally translates to me. He falls good. It's a little weird, and sometimes in Spanish, things are not always going to translate beautifully into English, okay? But this is the idea. Me cae bien Juan. I like Juan. Not in a romantic way, in a friendly way. Now, me cae mal Javier. Juan is cool, but I don't like Javier. Me cae mal. I don't like him. Me cae mal Javier. I don't like Javier. Now, just like with gustar, here the verb caer, or in this case cae, would become plural. So, for example, me caen bien tus amigos. Me caen bien tus amigos. Now it becomes caen, which is the third person plural, right? Ellos, ellas, ustedes. And we're talking about tus amigos, your friends. Okay? So, do not say me gustas unless you're talking to someone you actually romantically like. Say something like me caes bien. Okay? So, I wouldn't say me gusta Juan because it sounds like I'm romantically interested in Juan. I want to say me cae bien Juan. I like Juan. Okay? Now, moving on to this side of the whiteboard, let's take a look at some examples I want you to practice. Okay? Es amable, pero no me blank. What do you think that is? Take a few seconds. Okay? Es amable, pero no me cae bien. Okay? She's nice, but I don't like her. Like, I just, in a friendly way, I don't like the way she is. I'm not romantically interested. I'm not saying, oh, I don't like her. I'm not romantically interested in her. No, I'm saying, I don't like her. I just, her personality, not a fan. No me cae bien, okay? Es amable, pero no me cae bien, okay? Notice here how I'm only saying es, right? So I don't know if we're talking about él, I don't know if we're talking about ella, and I don't know if we're talking about usted, okay? That's why context in Spanish is so important. Of course, this is just an example, but in a real conversation, you would understand who I'm talking about even when I omit the subject pronoun, so like the él, ella, or usted, because I have prior context, okay? So, ella es amable, pero no me cae bien. She's nice, but I don't like her, okay? Quiero salir con ella, period, me blank, okay? Take a few seconds. Quiero salir con ella. Me gusta. So, I want to go out with her. I like her. Me gusta in a romantic way. Okay? Me gusta. Quiero salir con ella. Me gusta. Okay? And finally, me blank las películas de terror. Okay? Me blank las películas de terror. Me gustan. Me gustan las películas de terror. I like horror movies, okay? So when we're using gustar, we can also use it when talking about things that we like. I like to play baseball. I like this. I like that. I like to eat chocolate. I like scary movies, okay? Me gustan las películas de terror. Muy bien, ahí está. Ahora sabes cómo usar gustar y la frase caerse bien o caerse mal. If you want to learn more Spanish with me, click the link in the video description. You can join my Fluent Spanish Speaker Academy. We have more than 200 members. It's seriously awesome y espero conocerte dentro de la comunidad. Muchas gracias, me caes bien y espero que tengas buen día. Hasta luego.